Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm Susan.
And it's that time again.
And this is
Two Friends, One Chat.
Whoa,
Whoa.
you went with the double fist.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So excited.
Oops.
So excited she knocked stuff over.
I went too far with my hand dance. I was doing like some rain, you know?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's,
I'm feeling good.
So. Feeling good.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes.
It feels good.
When you have a win.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Just.
Did you walk us right into the topic?
You're welcome. So.
Take
my hand.
You didn't even just walk us. You sashayed us in. Do you know what I mean? You were just like, oh, this.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
I mean, that was cool.
It's a good transition.
Because shockingly, we're gonna talk about
memorializing your wins. Welcome, man. I mean, really.
It's sometimes we're so amazing.
We like to treat our listeners to the amazing
so sorry
vocals
sometimes.
that pop out sometimes. So,
speaking of vocals,
yeah.
Last night, Susan stayed the night, and we watched The New Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
But, of course, we also put a profuse amount of face glitter on prior.
Yeah.
Because that's appropriate.
Like hours earlier, not just like right before. Mm-hmm. Like
you guys, we grew up in the 2000s, and so like glittery white eyeshadow,
not just
and lip smackers face glitter
was
was everything.
Isn't that what they say?
Did you say the tits?
Yeah, isn't that what they say?
The tits. For sure, you guys. That was everything. Skinny eyebrows. What you can see it in Britney Spears's the one where they're on Mars, you know? I'm not that innocent. That one.
Yeah.
Her face makeup is like what everyone strives.
We all strive for.
Yeah.
Well, those of us that wore makeup.
Yeah, and I
not
did.
I.
Never?
I don't think I started wearing makeup until I was like in my early 20s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I wore so much more makeup when I was in high school. Like, Ulta 2, which I don't even, Ultimate 2 doesn't even exist anymore.
Okay.
But I would, have the definite, like, line on the side for my foundation.
Oh, one of those.
I had white eyeliner. I to this day, I love cosmetics. I just am kind of a little too lazy to put it on very often.
Well, and also, to this day, I'm not wearing any now because we haven't gone anywhere or done anything, but in general, I wear very minimal.
You do. But it also looks really nice. You wear, like, a very nice eyeshadow. You have one eyeshadow that I love.
It's like a kind of goldy shimmery, but not like,
yeah.
Whoa.
But very shimmery, not, like, glittery. It's, like,
not glitter.
Gorgeous.
Shimmer.
But you do wear great makeup. You just, not very often.
But I also just ordered the glitter pack that we use.
Well,
so
guys.
That's going to be fun. And it's just going to be me at home. Maybe the dogs.
First of all, I love that. I bought this glitter palette off Amazon, and it's like glitter that's like,
it's like confetti.
It is confetti.
Like, there's confetti in it. Like, it's...
But it's in, like, a clear paste,
kind
of.
Yes.
I don't know how to describe
that.
Like
in a gel,
Yeah,
almost.
a gel. That's a very nice way to say clear paste. Jesus, sounds disgusting.
Okay.
But it's, like, moon and star sparkles, and you can just put it on, it just stays.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So, we had a lot of fun. Went a little hard last night. I still, like, have it on me, kind of.
She's covered in it. And it's beautiful.
We didn't even go anywhere. I just put it all over my fucking face.
We didn't go anywhere.
Oh my god, you guys. It was awesome. And it feels kind of appropriate to talk about because we're talking about memorializing and celebrating wins.
Yes. Yeah.
Because therapeutic wins, because we talked, our last episode, I went kind of like had a realization that not only did I have a breakthrough, but it was a huge win for me.
You like Kool-Aid manned it though. You know what I mean? Like you just like broke, just bam, right through that wall.
What does he say when he comes through? Oh yeah, that's what he says.
Yeah. You had a huge breakthrough.
And you know what I will say? Let me get a teeny bit serious about the idea of a win really fast.
Okay.
Having a therapeutic win doesn't mean a loss for the person that you're having it through and with.
Agreed. It's not like a competition win.
No, this is not about sticking it to the other person. This is about you succeeding and you breaking historical patterns and you winning. Does not mean someone else is losing.
Right.
If someone else really loses, like you have done them harm in some way, I would say probably not a therapeutic breakthrough.
No. No.
Maybe talk to your therapist about
that's like a we need to revisit that in therapy.
Yes.
Let's try again. Which I mean we all have to try again sometimes.
I'm happy you tried.
So proud of you for trying.
You might need to make an apology.
Maybe.
And talk to your therapist about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe like a redo. Maybe
#redo.
Yeah, #redo that one. For sure.
Do you know what? We should do an episode on #redo.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm writing that down right now, you guys. I got it. I'm on the dream board. I'm on the dream board.
But yes, I think that is a really, really, really important distinction to make. You winning does not mean someone lost.
Yes.
It just means you won.
You won.
You did it.
You
won for you. And no one else.
Is worth fucking celebrating.
Oh my gosh. And I don't think, not only do we not celebrate these enough, I don't even think we recognize them.
That's right. That's really right.
So I mean, I think there's a whole nother level of figuring out, and it'll go back to those support systems, right?
Right.
Recognizing that the thing you just did or the decision you just made is a win.
It is absolutely a win.
I can't tell you how many times you, other friends, my therapist have been like I'll just casually mention that I did something, and everyone's like, time out! Like, whoa! And I'm like, wait, wait, what?
It's like,
yes.
It's like when you and I are in a relationship, and I think you even talked about this in my therapeutic breakthrough, or my core wounds.
Yeah.
When you were like, old Annie would never do this.
No.
And not to say that old Annie was bad. We were friends then.
No.
But having that support system, I love that. Does help you name. In fact, now that you're saying that, you know how I kind of was talking about how my girlfriend was sharing her therapeutic breakthrough?
Right.
And it was actually she that named it a therapeutic breakthrough.
Yes.
Once she did, I was like, oh my God.
Right.
We don't name them enough.
No.
And we don't celebrate them enough. And you know what's super cute? Is after I told her, had this awesome therapeutic breakthrough, she's like, oh man, what did you do afterwards? Isn't that awesome?
Oh, I love that.
And I was like, it's funny that you say that because, after I sent the letter, I looked at Aaron and I was like, I feel like a whole new person. Let's go out.
Oh.
And we went out. I mean, us going out, there's a bar 0.8 miles from our house. And it's really cute. It's tiny. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
They have a beautiful outdoor patio. And so we just did that. And I talked about how awesome it felt. And, I had to sit on it for a couple of days and process and stuff like that. But it was really funny that she brought that up. And I was like, funny that you say that. Mm-hmm. I was stoked. So I was like, date night. This is date night. We're doing this.
Because you wanted to celebrate this win.
Yes.
Once you realized it was a win.
Because I feel, and this is you were very right. This is like Annie's breakthrough beginning of this season.
Yeah,
so a lot of
100%.
So, you guys, listeners, I apologize if I'm dominating a little bit.
No. I mean, you are just in your bloom phase, and I am stinking loving it.
Oh, I love you so much. But, okay, wait. Oh, crap. Now I forgot.
Did you lose it?
Something about, yes. Okay, remember how we said, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility.
Yep.
Once I, really learned that having this person access to my life on a consistent basis, who dysregulated me, made me feel bad, broke down my self-esteem, and I realized I actually have control over that, and I need to, for the sake of my partner and my friends.
Yes.
I need to take responsibility for that, and that meant standing up for myself.
Yes.
It was such a powerful and difficult experience because it was like, I'm definitely a victim, but I can't live in being a victim.
Yeah.
Because of the people around me.
Yeah, and because of you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I always forget that. But you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I think it was the people around me that helped me realize, because I do tend to kind of put myself last, right? Which is a self-esteem issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Came from the core wounds.
Join the club.
Hashtag throwback. Hashtag this is the episode. You'll get it. Both of ours. You'll get it. But it, that sense of empowerment, and I love the term empowerment, but I sort of hate the term power. But
yeah,
you know,
I know what you're saying.
That's a social work thing, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then the feeling that is, and maybe win is not right, because win is like a win and a loss, although I love win. Victory, maybe. Yeah. Because you can have people that don't lose in victory, right? Like a whole society can succeed. You know, yes. It doesn't mean like...
Yes.
Yeah.
So. Or achievement. I don't know. Name it what feels right to you.
Achievement's pretty great.
I think, adding on to what you were saying, yes, right? It's your responsibility. Yeah. But I also think that means that when it is the win or the victory or the achievement, like, that also means that's all you. Yeah. Right?
Oh, that is true.
Like, you get to own...
It's so pure.
All of that as well. So it's not just your responsibility, but when you do that work, like, that's all you. You did that. You won that. Like, own that.
Oh, man. That
own it.
Is the most pure, beautiful self-empowerment of, like, you did the work. Yeah. That is your victory. Yes. So, what do? Okay. You
memorialize.
But how?
Celebrate good time.
It's a celebration. That was pretty good.
I do think memorialize I do think you should celebrate your wins, right? But memorialize to me is like a whole nother level. Like, how do we honor this for like a longer amount of time? Mm-hmm. And that might be something physical. Yeah. Maybe it's a tattoo. Maybe it's a tattoo. Yeah. Maybe you print that email out that you sent. You know what I mean? Like, you could visually make some sort of reminder of that win. Yeah. Whatever that is for you.
I love that.
Right?
Okay, so we've celebrated. Yeah. We've found like a visual representation, which I really love. Like
you put your diploma on your wall, right? Because that was a lot of hard work. Yeah. And you freaking did it. Yeah. And you can see it. Make yourself a diploma.
Maybe we should.
We should make
we will make little. Okay, you know what? I will do this. If you write us in with a therapeutic win, send me your address. I will make you a personalized certificate.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Mm-hmm. I will send it to you, and I will make it really cute. It'll be like a little 3x5 card. And it's going to be adorable, and I would put fucking stickers on that. Yes! And I will send it to you because you deserve the memorializing of that win. Yeah. You know what? Let me preface. If you get it to me in 2023, because I have a feeling we'll do this for many, many years.
Oh, and someone, in 2030 is going to email you and be like, dude, I don't have my cricket no more. I'm not into that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's not my jam anymore.
I mean, hopefully at that point I'll have 50 crickets.
Okay. It's like a whole
a child
cricket on all this. Anyway,
if I could craft for the rest of my life,
you would.
That's what I would do. In fact, our new backyard has these beautiful. It's desert. I live in the desert. Have these beautiful rocks in them, and you know what I'm going to do? And I'm stoked to have free time to do it. I'm gonna make little fairy settings, little teeny lawn chairs out of popsicle sticks. Yeah. And just as ornately make them little beach scenes all over the yard. Because
I'm so into this.
Doesn't that sound amazing?
That sounds wonderful.
Maybe next time you come down, we'll do some
Let's
fairy
do that.
crafting.
Okay.
Oh my God, I would
have a craft session.
Love that. there's just no words for me in crafting.
Can't wait.
Yeah. But I'm also an introvert crafter, so it's pretty much just you and Kristen and probably my sister.
Yeah.
That I could craft.
You don't want to craft with everyone.
Yeah, I have a wonderful D&D group. And somebody's like, oh my God, will you give me lessons? And like, we can craft together all day. And I was thinking like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do that.
No.
You know, and
that's an intimate circle activity.
It is. I'll probably have to edit that part out, which I might not edit it out, but okay.
It's fine. Anyway, we digress. So always, yes, in 2023, if you
I'll
let
send
us
you a
know,
certificate.
Yes, we will do certificates. Yeah. I think and love that.
I'm so excited.
I also think memorializing can also be like getting rid of stuff.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Like my example is after my very traumatic relationship and breakup with my previous partner.
Yeah.
You know, all the work of like letting go. But for me, memorializing that was getting rid of everything.
Yeah.
Everything of his. And in that, creating your own space as well, right?
Reclaim your space.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely a way to memorialize a win as well, is getting rid of the stuff that is that reminder or that tie.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to recap so far. We've got do something physical, take away something physical. Mm-hmm. What was our third one?
Well, it's
celebrate.
But that's not memorializing.
Yeah, that's like the first phase.
Just celebrate first. Mm-hmm. Just pat yourself on the back. Mm-hmm. Actually, okay, let's pull it back again.
Yeah.
We need to recognize.
Oh, name it.
Name it. Then celebrate it. Then memorialize it, because I think it's really important. And my therapist a long time ago made me think of it like a bank account.
Oh, I love
where there's, growing up for us and for most people, there was a lot of negatives, right? There was a lot of withdrawals from that account.
Yeah.
So it's important to recognize and celebrate and add those wins in to be adding to that kind of emotional bank account.
Yeah.
So when you memorialize, it's that constant like reminder of like, oh yeah, I've put in.
Oh, I deposited.
Look at that deposit, and it's still growing and gaining interest because I'm recognizing it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think memorializing only lets your deposits grow interest.
I think of some of the things that I have now that we're like saying this is like, there are things like you have given me, like just like trinkets that I look at and like subconsciously and sometimes honestly consciously, both you and Kristen, I save letters. Like Kristen, we used to write each other letters in college. Oh my God, I love her so much.
All the time.
But I look at those things and remember actually the beliefs I had about myself being a bad person and all these things can't be true.
No.
Because these two amazing people have loved me for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So I know, like, I look at these memorials.
Yes.
A very, like, it's cute things. Like, the owl dish you got me.
Yeah.
I think actually technically I broke that in the move. I'm so
okay.
sorry.
No, it happens.
But there's tons of stuff. Like, the house is, like, littered with stuff.
Yes.
You know? And so, like, it's almost like the reminders of those positive.
Yes.
Which I think might go beyond a bit celebrating the win. But it just, like, it came to my mind of, like, the relationships that you build.
Yes.
Change those withdrawals that were taken.
But I don't think that's different than celebrating or memorializing.
That's good.
I think those are ways that we don't even know we're memorializing, because we're purposely holding on to these things that bring us joy and happiness, right? Because that's associated with a win on some level. It has to be, because you have a healthy relationship, right?
The best. Oh, you know what I will? This is a great moment to kind of plug some ideas. The first one is to be able to experience joy when looking at an object or remember a win has to do with a chemical balance in your brain.
Ooh.
There may be listeners that are like, that's wild. I could never get there.
Science is real.
Science is fucking real. So I encourage you, if that's your point, you might even be listening to this and you're like, what are they smoking? If that is your gut reaction, talk to a therapist about how many thoughts you have that are negative.
Oh.
Because, and we're going to do an episode on this. I think actually our next episode, we'll talk about these mental health measures.
Yeah.
But if you're hearing us say, hey, memorialize the win, try all these things, and you're like, they're full of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
There may be a chemical imbalance because you should be on some level able to identify with a personal victory.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, let's talk to somebody, because I want you to feel this feeling of confidence in yourself and ability to make pro-social choices.
Yes.
And like to live a life of good balance. And so that's my first thought, because that's a plug. Talk to somebody. Talk to a professional. I don't mean somebody. Get a professional and talk to them. If you're listening to this and you're like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
That is a reaction that may come from a chemical imbalance.
Right.
So just that's my plug for like, because there was a time when I would have heard this and been like, fuck you guys.
I think anytime you strongly react to something, like it...
That's a really great point.
It's really a chance to kind of like, whoa, where did that come from?
Where did that come from? That is a great point.
Right?
Like, you know, okay, this is so great because it ties back to like those gut feelings.
Yeah.
As a female identified, if you have a gut check, get out.
Yep.
Get out. You can analyze it later.
Yep.
Okay? And get out.
Yeah.
But I will say that that is such an important element of like, you have this gut reaction, you have this knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
There may be trauma there. There may be a legitimate... Your safety may have been compromised.
Yeah.
So there is always a legitimate reason. It's just good to know what it is.
Yeah.
It may be a core wound. Fuck, man.
Probably is.
I'm kind of swearing a lot in this episode. I'm sorry, you guys. It's been a very emotional... Like, we've been really hitting it hard. It's great. Yeah. It's awesome, actually.
But no, I completely agree. If this episode is hitting wrong, I think that is definitely something to note. And I'm not saying you're wrong or we're right or anything like that, but if it's hitting that hard, it's time to do a little check-in with yourself, with a trusted person,
especially
and maybe a therapist.
Yeah, if you've like listened to the podcast before and you like vibe with us as people, and then you're hearing this and it's like you're like, oh no, then it's not even like a personality thing. Like just check in with someone, a professional.
Yeah.
Always professional, please. Yeah. You guys, my therapist is such a boss, and I went through therapy with her for quite a while. Not like graduated, but I was like, okay, I'm ready to keep you as a tool in the tool belt. Yeah. And then re-ask
to like try it on your own again, right?
Yes.
It's my favorite part of a therapy. Not my favorite part. I love all of it. Yeah. But when you're like, hey, thank you. I think with the work we did, I can try this on my own again for a while.
The best thing about her too, she was like, yeah, keep me as a tool in your tool.
Yes.
And things got really rough this May, which we'll talk about later. Like this spring of 2023 was an exceptionally difficult time. Just because of like natural losses.
Yeah.
But it was so cute. So I think I sent her a text. I was like, "Hey, shit's getting real. I need an appointment." She got me in the next day, and I just told her, and we did like maybe 4 or 5 weeks of sessions, and she was like, "Hey, the supports we built are working for you,
right?"
She's like, "Of course you're sad.
Yeah,
but you're doing a great job."
Yes.
Like, and it was so affirming, and so I just put her back as a tool.
Yeah.
You guys.
Because you did that work that you needed to do.
Yeah.
Got kind of centered, re-regulated.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can do this. That's right. Thank you for the reminder.
And she's such like a reflective presence, right? So I think she would be able to tell.
Yeah.
If this was and sometimes we can't tell if it's beyond normal levels of sadness, because you guys, it's okay to be sad and cry a lot.
Yeah. Life
is really sad sometimes.
Love it.
But it was such a helpful reflection that I could be like, okay, you know what? I am mourning in a way that's not hurting those around me, that's not hurting myself, and I will get through this.
Yeah.
But she's still there, so if I need her, I can
pull her out.
Yeah. Oh, she's my tool, my like bandolier.
Yeah,
Susan. I digress. But
anyway, so another way to memorialize, I think, and, share your thoughts and feelings on this, is to share it, right? To share it out.
Oh, I love that.
Like, sometimes I think for people that cements its reality when it's out in the world, right?
Yeah.
And maybe, I'm not telling you to, like, shout it from a mountaintop.
Yeah.
I mean, go for it if you want to.
Yeah.
But, like, maybe it's just sharing it with close personal friends.
Yeah.
Maybe it's sharing it on your podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
It is, like, it gives it life when you share it out.
I love that. It is also contagious.
Yeah.
Because when you share it out, it will help people understand their own therapeutic wins. And that's a really fun thing to pass around, right? Like, it's like, it's just a really positive thing. It also normalizes imperfections.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't have a therapeutic breakthrough because you're this perfect, awesome human, right? And obviously we know no one is, but
yes.
I think our parents' generation struggled with that.
Agreed.
I think they saw imperfections as weakness.
Yes.
Which is like so ridiculous. But that's ridiculous to our generation. I also adore about our generation is that we just openly talk about therapy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like someone's telling you and you're like, oh man, what did your therapist say? And that's a very normal.
Because we all should be in therapy.
Totally, right?
Or connected with a therapist.
Yeah, like, it's just, that seems like such a, because it's just like physical health. You will never be 100% physically healthy for your whole life.
No.
Same with mental health, right? Like, sometimes 3 people you love will die in a month span.
Right?
That will not, you will not be able to maintain unless you're like a psychopath.
Right, you should not be able to maintain through that.
Like, I have concerns if you can.
Unless you have all those right setups, right? You have that support system, you have that therapist if you need it, you have the medication if you need, like, whatever it is that you need, like, then you get through that. You're able to climb through that time, right? Yeah. But not just be like, I got this!
MBD, guys.
Just
MBD.
like, rollerblade right through. Like, no.
Like, the hand motion just, She kind of Little Mermaid it, where she, like, put her little hands behind her and, like, chest pushed out. Just rollerblading through.
That's not how life works.
It isn't, you guys. It isn't, because, and also, I want to be clear, sociopaths and psychopaths actually have a wonderful place in our society. We just only study the really negative ones.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a very, very important key. You can have that kind of neuropathy and be a productive, loving person of society. Okay. So that is an important point to make. It's just that also you may not feel pain and suffering the same way other people do.
Other people do.
So you actually may be able to walk through something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just throwing some.
Yeah.
You're
not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
No, not wrong.
You are not wrong.
Nope. It's only a diagnosis if it's affecting your, what does the DSM say? Like, it basically has to be negatively affecting.
Oh, right.
So many people have those brain patterns.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
negatively affect their life. Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
So, I would say share. Not only does I think it help cement and memorialize it for you by sharing, I think you can help others recognize their wins.
Oh my God, I love that.
Or plant seeds for them to start doing some work.
I think, too, this really touches on the reframing idea.
Oh, I love a good reframe.
Oh my God. We're reframing.
I love a good reframe.
Now I'm doing the Madonna. What is this? Vogue. I'm voguing right now. But the idea is, if you are focusing on the wins, it will give less power to the losses.
Yes!
And even turn a loss into a measure for a potential win.
Yeah.
So it is really just taking the everyday pieces of human behavior and giving you a chance to turn all of those into a win.
I have a thought.
Tell me everything.
Follow me on this. Tell me what you think, because it just came to me.
I'm in it.
Let's say we're newer into our mental health journey, okay?
Love that.
And we really want to and should be, and I would push you to celebrate the teeny tiny ones, right?
Hell yeah.
What if you had like some sort of like, I'm crushing it jar?
Oh, I
and you were putting little, I don't know, jewels, rocks, I don't know, beads, whatever your heart wants, in that jar. Like, celebrating, so you're visually seeing these increases and this bank growing, right?
I couldn't imagine a cooler way to celebrate, like, for those, like, that suffer or struggle with, like, self-harm.
Yeah.
What if every day that you didn't self-harm, you put a rock in that jar?
Yeah.
And you had a support system around you.
Yeah.
That when that jar was full, like, do like start with a teeny tiny jar.
You party.
You party, or you like get a pedicure with your friends, or you start there and you just fucking build on that.
I'm gonna add.
Oh my god, I love this.
I'm gonna add to that. If there's a day you don't have a win,
it's okay.
You don't take one out, okay?
Oh,
I think in my head, I'd be like, well, that was not a win, so now I have to decrease it. No, because
it's not a loss.
All of your wins are still wins.
Yep.
Even if you have a bad day, even if you do that behavior again, even if you go right back, all of those wins are still valid and they still count.
Oh, they definitely still count.
They still count.
Because especially with something like self-harm, a day without self-harm is an absolute fucking gift.
Yeah.
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 No, I'm in.
But I'm just, because, I mean, you had a very big therapeutic breakthrough. And there are big ways to celebrate and memorialize that. I'm just thinking of people newer on their journeys, like what is a way to really help you, if you're a visual person, really see that, really see those wins. And maybe if you're in a relationship that's healthy, if you have other good supports, let them add in the jar. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe if you're struggling to recognize it, share it with the people in your space and say, hey, this is a thing I'm working on. If you see a positive,
oh my God.
will you shout it out? Like, help me recognize these wins.
Could you imagine, like, so yes, say you're at the very beginning of your mental health journey. You are struggling to see your strengths.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if the people that you love came over one night and spent 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, they're in a circle.
Yeah.
They just take a jar and they say something that they see as like a fucking pure strength about you.
Yeah.
And they put the little rocks in a jar and just give it to you, and that's how you start.
Right?
That's so beautiful. In fact, one of my favorite mental health exercises is to start by, like, you know, you do some breathing exercises, get yourself kind of, you know, and then you imagine someone, they could have passed away, but they think really, that they think really positively of you.
Yes.
And you just imagine them talking to you.
Yeah.
That's like so amazing.
Well, and that's a really good point. It doesn't even have to be someone physically available to you, right?
Yeah.
It could be your best friend that lives states away from you.
Oh, it's okay. Just
and you just have like a conversation on the phone, and they help you recognize those wins, and then you visually, physically put that thing in that jar. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like checking your day with them and being like, do you see any, like, here's the win I picked up on today, or I didn't see any wins, but here's what happened.
I love that.
And then they can help you kind of fill that job. I wanted to do this at work, and I never got it approved. I thought it'd be really cool to do at work, and then your coworkers could, like...
Oh, I love that.
When you have a win, put that thing in your jar. I'm going to revisit that.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? Is Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. My middle name is Valentine. I adore this holiday. It's like a reason that February doesn't suck.
Yeah.
But I love it. I don't like to go out to eat or do
not like the
fancy
commercialized
dinner.
part of it.
No. I mean, kind of the commercialized part, because I love pink hearts and shit like that, and candy, and I like shirt. Oh my goodness. I just ordered for Halloween an orange tank top, and I'm gonna put cricket skeleton hands on my boobies.
On your boobs.
It's gonna look so cute.
Anyway, love it.
I'm a child. I forget where I was going with this.
Reminds you of Valentine's, is what you were saying.
Oh, what you said. So remember when you were a kid, and everyone made a heart, and then you made a Valentine for everyone in your class, and you put it in there?
Yeah.
And that was to me, that was a fucking great day. It's like everyone had something nice to say about you, and you got candy.
Yeah.
Like, that's a goddamn miracle.
Yeah.
I think if you do that exercise, what you might need to do is make sure that every person does it for every person and just says a strength. Because you don't want it to turn into like a popularity contest.
The comparing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be hard.
In the coworker field.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the world is just school. You know?
It's true.
I'm sorry, guys. There's one thing I'm sorry about. It's that.
I wouldn't want to make all my other coworkers jealous with my full jar. So
I mean, it would be though. That's
kidding.
No, she's
I
not.
love all.
She's not kidding. Her jar would be the fullest.
No, but I love everyone I work with. We could not do it without each other.
No.
So,
she's not. Yeah. I'm not. No one's saying you don't. It's just that you are exceptional, and so your jar would be full. It would be like so much fuller, and then there'd be like the newbie.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault. They've only been there a couple weeks, but they got like 2 little tickets in there.
They're like, yeah.
You made it to work and learned your password.
You didn't jam the copy machine.
You did so good.
But for reals, I do want to, because I think a lot of our listeners probably are newer on the mental health journey.
I hope so.
So you're
That's
not
great.
going to have giant therapy breakthroughs.
That's true.
With giant wins yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But please celebrate those little ones.
Celebrate.
Recognize
memorialize.
them, name them, celebrate them, and memorialize them.
Also, such a powerful thing to share with your intimate circle and your friendship circle.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I realize this pattern of behavior about myself.
Yeah.
I don't like it, so I'm working on it. When you see me not doing it, will you give me a high five?
Yeah.
Do you know what that will create within your friend circle?
Oh, so much positive energy.
So much.
Oh my gosh.
And the ability for other people to feel free to own their mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, oh yeah, man, I've cheated on my past 5 boyfriends. I think I actually do want to change that behavior.
Yeah.
Like, it is such a cool thing to just take responsibility for your actions.
Yeah.
And you don't die in the shame and blame. You don't need to do that.
And don't go so far that you're making your support system responsible for you,
Oh,
right?
No.
Like,
Yes, good point.
I could see people going kind of that, like, hey, you said you weren't gonna do this.
Nope.
No, just
the wins.
Just like a quick visual of like, that was a win.
Yep.
You did it that time.
Mm-hmm.
And don't make other people responsible to help you change your behavior.
It's
just
so true.
like, can you just help tell me when it's a win so I can start recognizing them on my own?
Love that. Love that. We know positive reinforcement works so much better than fear.
Yeah.
So don't put your friends in the position to make you afraid, because then you'll alienate them.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah. I mean, it kind of does make sense, because people will try to do that, because there's this people have a weird theory of equity of behavior, good and bad, those kinds of things. But that's a whole podcast itself.
That's not even another episode.
That's just a podcast. So. That's like maybe a season and a half.
Okay.
I am excited. Someday we will talk about human behavior and trauma and pieces like that. That is what I'm extremely passionate about. But I'm also kind of passionate about everything.
Okay.
I'm definitely a laid-back lady, you guys. I just am so relaxed all the time.
Oh, man.
No one's ever accused me of intensity.
Yeah.
They all have.
Long podcast short. Name it, recognize it, celebrate it, and then memorialize it in the way that works best for you.
Mm-hmm.
That could be visual.
Getting rid of a visual.
Getting rid of a visual. Sharing your story. I think the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Right? And back to this, I'd love people to share other ways that we're not even thinking of.
How do you memorialize your win?
Yes.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Let's share that out, because we want people to be doing that. I want people to be able to reframe their human behavior in wins, not failures.
Yeah.
Because we really...
I'd love if you shared your win not only with us, but like with the world.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Just share it.
And in 2023, I will send you a certificate. And it will be hilarious, and each one will be handmade. Because I am a child that loves to craft. I'm totally gonna look up stickers that have like, you know, like the little certificate, like the little
the
like
ribbon
2
ones?
ribbons,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
the
yeah.
circle. Yeah.
With the gold circle.
It's gonna look great.
Yeah.
This was a very fun episode.
Get them while they last, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy them all out. Nobody look on Amazon.
Nope. Nobody. You can make your own if you want to, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually technically could make my own stickers with my Cricut, but it's gonna be way easier to buy them.
Okay.
I need to get this. Since I moved, I gotta get this lady going. Gotta get her chug-a-lugging.
She's real pretty. Hey, Cricket.
It's probably the greatest present I've ever gotten, and the reason I got it's probably hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I was on a call, and this lady from HR was talking about her Cricut, and I was like, I'm sorry, what are you saying? You're saying a lot of things, and I don't know what you're saying. And she was like, you must not craft. And I was like,
whoa!
Excuse me.
Check yourself.
Excuse me? And I was very taken aback by that because I craft every day, all days. But Crickets have been around forever. She's not wrong, really. Like,
okay.
How did I not know
but also
a mini CNC machine existed?
Check your core wounds, lady.
Yeah. Maybe check yourself at the door. But then I Googled it, and I was like, oh my. I might not have been crafting. What's happening?
Right.
And it has blown my creativity mind. It's been so fun. I make shirts with whatever I want. I cannot wait. Because it's going to be black, sparkly skeleton hands.
Of course it is.
It's going to be adorable.
What else would it be?
Right. Should they be white or black?
Ooh. Because it's Halloween, my heart says black, but if you're trying to be more realistic,
white.
White, obviously.
That's a great point. I think I only have black glitter. Hey, we'll see. We'll see, you guys. I'll post a picture of it once it's
white
crafted.
With black lines?
No, white with black nails.
But bones don't have nails.
It's Halloween.
Oh, well, let's say goodbye to the listeners, and then we will continue to debate this later. They don't need this.
You guys, as always, I'm thrilled that you spend time with us.
Oh, it makes us so happy to share our lives.
And to think that maybe
wins with you.
Someone could have a jump start, right? Like that maybe they won't have to learn these things at 40.
Yeah.
Like, or
that
maybe
you could do this so much sooner than us.
It's amazing. Or maybe
later.
at 70. Maybe at 70 you are just starting this beautiful release of mental health journey.
Never too late.
Damn it, that's cool.
Do it.
Life is an exceptionally beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, you guys. You got this.
Yeah.
So grateful for you.
Yeah.
Share it out and take true care of yourself.
Yes, please. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight out the Halloween costume and then we're gonna take care of ourselves.
Yeah, well, we're gonna fight out the Halloween costume by a pool.
Okay, done and done.
Doesn't that feel right?
Okay, I love it.
You guys, we love you and do take care.
Yes.
Our hearts are with you.
Bye.
Bye.